is here, and that could mean a financial crossroads for students as well as their parents. Financial advisor Steve Lewit is joining me now to talk about ways to balance graduation season and, of course, your money as you figure out how you're going to pay for the next step, right, for college. Hello to you.
Hello to you. I have a son graduating this Thursday, so money is on my mind.
So is he graduating from high school or college?
College, yeah.
Okay.
So we've gone through 4 years of figuring out whether we want to pay for it or not pay for it, and what's his responsibility and what's my responsibility.
Yeah.
And I'm sure a lot of other people are thinking that way too.
Okay, good. So you'll be able to walk us through some of the things that parents need to start thinking about right now. I would imagine that many of them are thinking, okay, if I've got to pay for college for the next 4 years, that means I am not going to get a chance to save anything for retirement. Is that the right way to go about it?
Well, you know, it's natural, I think, for a parent to want to see their child succeed in college or in life, but you don't want to sacrifice your financial stability and your retirement in the process. In fact, the biggest mistake that I often see is that parents spend too much money on their children's college education and upset their own financial life by doing it. So I have to remind families all the time that you can borrow for college, but you cannot borrow for your retirement. So be very, very careful. Find a balance. Make sure that you can afford what you're actually going to do.
Okay, so what would you suggest would be the best course of action if you know you've got, let's say, a $40,000 tuition bill for the first year and you didn't save enough while that child was growing up? What do you do if you don't tap into your retirement account?
Yeah, and that happens all too often. The first thing is not to panic. College is not an all or nothing deal. Even if you have modest savings, you put together 529, you have some tax savings with that. Modest savings really help along, but I would urge people to explore low-cost options. A child can go to community college for 2 years. There are wonderful colleges, and then go to a full paying college. There are scholarships, there are work-study programs. Have a student pay for their dormitory rooms. There is a lot that you can do. And most of all, I would have an honest conversation with the child. I've had that with mine, and it's been quite revealing because the children don't know what your financial situation is. And many of them think you have more money than you do, or sometimes less. So have that honest conversation. Let them know where you're at. Wherever you're at is fine. They'll be fine. They'll figure it out. But have that conversation so they don't have expectations which you're not going to meet.
Okay, and then one last thing before you go, as kids get ready to go away to college, and they're going to be relying in many cases on maybe some dollars, some spending cash from their parents. Where's the line? How much should you be giving your child if they're going away to college for, let's say, something like spending money? How do you decide that?
Well, I wish I had a formula for you because I struggled with that myself. Look, it's a matter of affordability. You don't want to dip into your 401k or your retirement savings. You want to have a budget. You want to talk with your child and figure out what is reasonable. My suggestion is undergive them rather than overgive them. We want them to learn real life lessons, how to manage money, how to write a check, what a credit card is, and not to count on, I hate to say it this way, manipulating you to get more money so they don't have to do the things that they have to do.
All right, Steve Lewit, thank you so much. $20 a week sounds good to me. Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, well, it sounds good to me too.
All right, we'll talk to you again soon.